preparing stream. Stream is prepared. Setting up your meeting for
Down
YouTube
by
Live.
the old mill stream, where I first met you. What?
Redirecting to YouTube. Here we are. We're live. Now we are.
We
live.
are streaming down by the old mill stream.
Oh man, my stomach is so messed up tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you probably just heard that singing, but anyway,
Probably that's I think that's what it's from.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Anyway, today is a
No
very
intro.
I don't really care about this fucking intro. Where is it? Here, fine.
Never
here.
mind. Never mind. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
do it live.
It's time for Red Salad Review with your hosts, Wayne Moon, Greg Narlow, and Lou Max.
Welcome to Rat Salad Review. Hello.
Hello.
What do you do?
I'm doing really do.
Do the do.
I'm doing the do
So,
right
Wayne,
now.
what are we doing tonight?
We are doing a very special Halloween episode of a watch along of Night of the Living Dead. This is something that Lou Mavs has wanted to do for quite a while now.
Well, it's a public domain film, so we won't get a copyright strike on it.
Well, we'll see about
Well,
that.
I want to ask about that when we get started on why that is before we get started.
I'm happy to
But-
say I am the official Rat Salad Review Night of the Living Dead historian.
Good,
Go
because
ahead.
I'm going to be asking a lot of questions as this goes along. Before we get started, what's going on with you guys' band? Record-wise, single-wise, what's going on?
Band is broken up.
He wants to know what's going on with Severed Angel.
Oh yeah, band broke up.
The band did not break up, you dick. Well, we actually just got interviewed yesterday on Mark Alden Taylor's Freeform Rock show on thatmetalstation.com, which is airing tonight and will be available in podcast format, I think, in a day or two. So thank you, Mark, for giving us that awesome opportunity to promote the band.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
we
You
just
guys have a
released.
single out? Yeah.
Well, we just released Run and Hide on Friday to great adulation. One of the coolest reviews. A friend of mine on my Facebook post said it sounds like a cross between Rob Zombie and Avenged Sevenfold. I'm like, huh? I didn't hear the Rob Zombie or maybe slight Avenged Sevenfold, but I didn't hear the comparison of the two. Oh, it was my friend Melissa North. Thank you, Melissa. And I was a little taken aback by it, but at the same time flattered because I do love Rob Zombie and Avenged Sevenfold. So thank you, Melissa, for the praise. But everyone else I know that's heard it loved it. So once again, that's 3 singles and no haters. And this Friday, October 28th, we have a new single coming out just in time for Halloween called Bump in the Night. Wayne asked me, can you write a Motorhead type like riff? And I said, well, I've never tried, but I'll try. And it worked. So
Cool.
our little homage to Motorhead, Misfits, and Michael Myers, all in the name of good Halloween fun. And, just looking forward to hearing people's reaction to that. And a lyric video on the Severed Angel YouTube channel on Friday at midnight. So check it out.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Our children are in it as well. So that's one of my favorite parts of that song.
Yeah, it was cool to have our kids involved. Wayne's son Paul, my daughter Anna, Mark's daughter Aria, my goddaughter Lily, and our voices pitched up to sound like chipmunks.
Yeah, so it's an interesting song.
It was a fun song. I mean,
Yeah,
Well, I look forward to hearing it. So
thank you.
cool.
Yeah, so we got that coming, and some sad news is that not this show, well, no, actually the next show is going to be our last live show for a while. I need a break. Lou needs a break. Manny
Mhm.
needs a break. James needs a break, and Greg. I don't know where Greg is,
Greg's been on break.
He's-
but
Yeah, he's
Greg's
been
been
on
on break for the whole year, so he's already had his break. But everybody's got shit going on. So
And for the record, the Iron Maiden Judas Priest battle was Greg's idea. So for him not to be able to partake because of, other things going on in his life is a travesty. We miss Greg. We love Greg. Greg is one of the everybody on this show contributes their efforts, and the fact that he couldn't partake in most of the episodes with us, we're sorry to do that, but Greg did give us his blessing, and we sallied forth with it. So
yeah, so it is what it is. But we will
Well,
be
when we
back.
do Alice Cooper, I'm not giving you my blessing for you guys to do it without
well,
me.
we didn't ask you.
Fuck off with that.
No, we will not do that without you.
Come January 2024, that's right, I didn't stutter, we'll do the Alice Cooper review.
2 years from
I ain't doing it. I need a break from this discography shit, dude.
No, we're taking a break from discography stuff, or
Um,
doing it differently. But
Wayne, I told you after Halloween we shouldn't do this again.
well, this was supposed to be a different thing, but I didn't realize it went for 3 months. All right, I didn't think it was going to take that long.
Yeah, it's like
Well, I
Empire of the Clouds.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But it was
enjoyed
fun.
it, but
It's been fun.
I enjoy it, but as the albums get like the latter albums, they just don't spend as much time with them as I have the early ones, and it
Right.
gets sometimes hard to say something about them for
Because
me
they're-
personally.
Because they're long. They're like 2 hours long, so it's harder
Yeah.
as the albums go on. So, well, as far
Yeah,
as
and
Iron
I-
Maiden goes, anyway.
Yeah, and I don't know how fair I was to either band last week because I don't think I gave it a fair listen. I just gave it a quick listen and didn't really pay as much attention as I usually would. That being said, I stand by my opinion,
Yeah, I
at
mean,
least for now.
those
yeah.
albums are what they are. So,
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah,
and
we
I know
will,
that James was very unforgiving towards Redeemer of Souls. So sorry, ladies and germs, we ain't ever getting Rob Halford on the show. Not if he watches that episode.
I didn't think Redeemer of Souls is that bad re-listening to it. I think I was pretty harsh on it too. Not like James, that was out of hand. But I still say the production on it is terrible. That's
Yeah.
my take on it.
But James, to his credit, actually listened to the albums that I referred to that came out in 2014 and how heavily compressed they were. And he actually said, wow, Lou, you were right. Every album in 2014 was compressed as shit. So, it was an
Yeah, but they-
epidemic.
At least they sounded good. That Redeemer of Souls just did not sound good, regardless. But
I don't care what you say. It's still in my top 5.
Compression or no compression, that album sucks. But yeah, so we're not going to completely go away. We might have a show come up, once in a while or whatever, and probably eventually do a year-end show. So we're not completely going away, just taking a little break, and then next year we'll get back in full gear. So don't cry, don't get upset, and if you didn't subscribe yet, make sure you do hit subscribe so you do know when new shows are going to be added, and hit that little bell button. I think that does something. I don't know what, but hit that
And-
too.
Yep. And I do have episodes of Music is Live podcast that I need to edit and upload. So that is coming.
That is coming. And actually, so as Mark and Jerry BS Sessions, they're still going to be uploading their shows on the networks and all that stuff. And all the other shows are still going to be around as well. So, yeah, nothing's going away forever. So we'll be back. But tonight, we're going to watch Night of the Living Dead. I've never seen this movie. Actually, I might have seen it like a long time ago, but I don't remember anything about it. But it's one of my wife's favorite horror movies. She actually has an old poster signed by one of the guys that were in the movie. I can't remember who it was, but she's got that up in the bedroom.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool.
And just to
Very
reiterate, it's Night of the Living Dead, not the parody or satire films, Night of the Living Bread, Night of the Living Deb, or Night of the Living Debbies with Nina Hartley. So none of that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so keep it in your pants.
Before we
get that
start
out.
this
Nina
up, 'cause
Hartley.
I saw you, Lou. I saw you posted that you watched Terrifier. What did you think of Terrifier, the first one?
Freaking loved it. So as anyone who knows me knows, my favorite American horror series is the Halloween films.
Hmm.
I know Greg says that the only good film with Michael Myers was the first one. and the only other good Halloween film was the third one that had nothing to do with Michael Myers. I respectfully disagree.
I disagree. That's my favorite series too, but go
I
ahead.
love the first two films, and even though I wasn't too crazy about 5 and 6 or anything that came out really after that, I thought Danielle Harris was great as Jamie Lloyd, and it's great to see that now her and Scout Taylor Compton have their own podcast. I forget what it's called actually. Hold on a second. It's called Talk Scary to Me. That's what it's called. So a little plug for Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton from the Rob Zombie Halloween films.
All right, I hated those, but go ahead.
I hated them, but the more I watched them, the more I realized I like them. So, but the last 3 films with Jamie Lee Curtis, I thought really were good additions to the Michael Myers mythos. And I love Freddy and Jason, don't get me wrong, but I kind of was looking for something different. So yeah, I watched All Hallows Eve.
I did too. Yes, I just watched it a couple of nights ago, so I'm up to speed with you. So
cool. So but that's interesting because you don't like horror films.
I do. I'm not a regular watcher of them.
And what I loved about All Hallows Eve and Terrifier was the fact that it's practical effects. There's nothing CGI about it. I mean, you could tell when they're cutting people up. Sorry, folks, spoilers. It's like, mannequins or like, fake latex type skin over. It's fake. You could tell. But the fact that they're still doing it in today's day and age where everyone's all like, oh, CGI. Let me tell you something. Terrifier will still look good 20 years from now, as opposed to all these films doing CGI where you look back and watch it and go, what the hell were they thinking?
Right.
So, yeah, I have to give credit to Leone. I think his name is Daniel Leone. I think that's the director's name. But the guy who plays Art the Clown in Terrifier, I saw him actually on his YouTube channel. He's got a clip of him doing monologues as the Joker. He is so good. He is so good. I would love to interview him for Music is Live podcast. That would be awesome. So
yeah, very cool.
Yeah, but no, I'd have to say 10 out of 10 for Terrifier 1.
Wow,
So,
that much, huh? All right, cool.
loved it.
Wow.
Loved it. Everything I wanted as a horror fan.
Did you ever watch it, Manny?
No, I'm not. I'm not big on horror films either. I'll watch them every once in a while, but most of them I don't like. I don't think they're well made.
Yeah.
I did see a movie, the remake of I Spit on My Grave. I didn't really like the movie, but maybe I'm old, but the rape scene, and I understand the original's worse.
Oh yeah,
The original's worse.
yeah.
I've never seen the
through it.
original. It made me so uncomfortable. And I know it's choreographed. I know they're acting. I know the woman did not get hurt. Thank God. And I even know further that the male actors probably didn't feel comfortable doing that role. But it's
in the original, it almost seemed like it was real.
Yeah.
that's how bad.
Yeah,
it
well,
was.
that's what somebody told me.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what the original was like, because it made me so uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah, the original would
know.
be worse.
The grindhouse
Yeah,
aspect to the original made it seem that much worse. So,
man,
that's what they
because
did.
it was
The bathtub scene. Always
Oh, I
gets
don't
me.
even want to think about that.
Oh God, I couldn't.
I didn't want
watch
to think about that. I'm like, Aaron, I told my wife, I said, Aaron, if you ever wanted to get back at me for something I did wrong, please don't let it be that.
Are you talking about the remake or is the original?
the original, the bathtub scene. Yeah.
Did they cut a dude's dick
Well, they
off
have
in the
one in the-
remake?
Yeah, they did both. They did. It's the same exact movie.
No, they,
Oh,
I
so
thought
it's like
they
a
did
shot for
almost,
shot
but they
remake,
didn't.
like Psycho. Oh wow.
no, it's no, because Alfred Hitchcock, comparing it to whoever that guy was. But I get, is it the exact movie, Wayne?
It's pretty much the same. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that actress is way too good for the role that she took on. But whatever.
There might have been
I
some
just-
differences,
I
but
didn't
not
like-
much.
I didn't really
a
like
lot
the
of
movie
people.
that much, but it was uncomfortable to watch. Anyway, go ahead, Lou.
Let's just say a lot of actors in horror films act in horror films because they're horror fans. you have to be a horror fan if you're willing to be put through that.
Hmm.
So
Is that considered a horror movie? I mean, it's horrible to me, but is it considered a horror movie?
maybe more of a thriller than a
Yeah.
horror film. But again, it was quite horrible watching the bathtub
Yes.
scene.
Yes. Oh God.
Well, there
yeah,
was,
so many.
yeah, it's, well, you know what? When she starts killing the guys, I guess they did their job because I disliked them so much.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad the guy got shot through the ass, right? Fuck
Oh, yeah.
him.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Did not care.
Plus, yeah, I'm like, good, they should give her a medal if it was real life. Anyway, when do you want to
But,
start the film, guys?
Yeah, go watch Terrifier. I like Terrifier too, and All Hallows Eve was okay, but I only watched that because I wanted to see where Art the Clown kind of came from. So,
Yeah, definitely.
but apparently in part 2 they give his like backstory, so I'll be watching that soon.
Ooh, very cool.
All right, okay, now we are going to watch Night of the
Where you
Living
going,
Dead.
Manny?
Oh, he's scared already.
I'm already scared. Yeah. No, I have all my CDs in a box, and I noticed my Deep Purple case looked like it was bending, so it was bothering me because I'm anal that way. But I'm leaving it.
Leave it. Just leave it. Cares.
Leave it.
All right,
we
the
go.
first ever
All right.
Ratsai review riff tracks of Night of the Living Dead. It's
All right.
history in the making.
Let's see.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Can we hear it,
Lou?
right?
Yeah, we can hear it. Why is this public domain if this movie is considered a classic, which it is? Lou?
So this is the backstory of Night of the Living Dead. So when the film first came out, when it was
Mhm.
being written, originally it was called Night of Anubis. That was the original title for it. But what happened was, wait, is it on? Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yes, there's the
yeah.
car with
Yeah, it's on, dude. Right. there.
Johnny and Barbara. So what happened was right before they released it, they were originally going to call it Night of the Flesh Eaters. And that's what the film was copywritten under. But they were like, well, you can't get away with
Is
saying
the sound not on?
I'm
Yeah,
not hearing
sound's on.
it.
I don't hear the sound. Hold on.
I
Let me
think
s-
because you guys have headphones on, but I can hear it.
No, I don't think the sound's on. Let me start that over. I'm sorry. Continue, Lou.
How is the sound not
All
on?
right. Anyway, go ahead,
'Cause
Lou.
I think I didn't hit the right button.
Okay. So what happened was
Yeah,
the company that distributed it, the Laurel Group, said, well, we don't think you could really get away with calling it Night of the Flesh Eaters. What if you called it something else? There we go.
There we go.
So then what happened was
There
they
we go.
decided, okay, let's call it Night of the Living Dead. Now, again, I'm sorry, it was a Latent Image that distributed it. What happened was the film was copywritten under Night of the Flesh Eaters. So when they put Night of the Living Dead on it, what did they forget to put in the intro, as you just noticed? The copyright. So as a result, the film was forever banished to the public domain the year that it came out.
Did he ever make any money off this, George Romero?
Well, that's the thing. Anybody who releases it can make money off it. It doesn't go to a sole copyright owner.
That's
But
crazy.
there was a 30th anniversary DVD that said George Romero. So I think what happened was Elite Entertainment, who released that DVD, cut a deal with him where, he may have monetized from it. But after that, George Romero made sure that any film that he released had the copyright on it, that he was the proprietor and, the accruer of the finances from it.
Devil Dozer said they colorized this movie.
Yeah,
They
that's
did, and
cool. Yeah,
it wasn't.
sucks.
It wasn't. A film like this
Yeah.
shouldn't be colorized.
No. It's funny. I was watching. I bought the Monsters DVD. I was watching the first season, and they had the pilot episode on, and the pilot episode was in color. I was
I
like, what
have
the hell
Really?
is this?
box
Yeah,
set, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. So it was really weird.
Good the extra daylight does us.
So, Lou, any background on these actors?
Yes. So the film was shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So how George Romero got into filming this film in particular, Pittsburgh being an industrial city, and a lot of local television and local advertisers, Romero would actually shoot advertisements for these companies for
Okay.
television. And basically everyone that he worked with on the film were people that he worked with on the commercials, and also others within the community of Pittsburgh who were into the same things. They were into film, they were into acting. So a lot of theater people in this as well. The only actor outside of Pittsburgh that got hired for the film was Dwayne Jones, who plays who's the lead actor in the film.
I want to talk about that later because I want to talk about the rumors and what people have been saying about that for years, and maybe you can dispense of it. Another question, one of you can. What year was this filmed and released?
68.
Okay, all right. That'll lead to part of my question later, and you probably know what I'm going to get at when we get to that, Mr. Jones. All right.
All right, so this is an actual cemetery that they did film in, and I think the car belonged to George Romero.
Well, there's no one around.
I'm hearing some weird audio, Wayne. Are you hearing it?
Oh, it might be
I
me.
am
Sorry.
too.
Complain just to hear yourself
Is that better now?
talk. There it is.
Yeah, I think what happens is when you take it off mute, it has that feedback. That's okay.
No, I was making sure it was working on my phone.
Okay, cool.
That's all it was.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year.
It died like everything else in the cemetery.
Things. We come out
Yeah,
here and the
you
one from last
dipshit.
year is gone.
God forbid somebody clean up the cemetery.
You dumb blonde white privileged bastard.
Yeah.
There's a little spit and polish. You can clean this up.
Actually, that's one of the producers of the film, Russ Schreiner, and Judith O'Day ended up becoming an acting teacher after this film. But horror fans love her. She goes to horror conventions all the time. She's still alive, I think, from what I gather, and she gets a lot of love from the fans.
Well, she's probably like 23, 24 here, so she'd be in her
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe early 80s, actually.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
Yes, pray to the Dark Lord. Ah.
In church lately.
Well,
Oh, that is the ugliest fucking
Much
tie I've
sense
ever
not
seen.
going to do you remember one time when we were small?
It's like
we were out
Dusty
here?
Rhodes' tie or something.
Oh
It
my
was from
God,
right
that
over
is. Hey,
there. I jumped out at
they're
you from
coming to
behind
get
the
you,
tree,
Baba.
and
Oh,
Grandpa
baby, you
got
gotta
all
run.
excited. He shook his fist at me and he
If
said,
you
"Boys,
will."
you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
Well, you're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
How is she an acting coach again?
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh, classic line.
Ignorant.
Yeah.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
They're horny, Barbara.
You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
I
Ah,
want your
Mr. Bill
flowers.
Hinsman.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Wow, this clip looks familiar. Was this in a Severed Angel video?
Oh, maybe. Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Come join the Church of Scientology.
See, when you see a guy like that in the cemetery, you don't fuck with him.
Seriously.
Yeah.
God, what pro wrestler does he remind me of? Nails, because he can't work.
Oh.
Why is her dumb ass sitting there? Fuck your boyfriend. You can always get another one. Go.
That's her brother, not her boyfriend. If that was her boyfriend and brother, that'd be quite disgusting. That'd be more disgusting than the premise of the film.
Well, they actually, somebody sprung for music in this movie.
Now the funny thing is, Romero, to save cuts on to save costs, the music that they used for this film was library music.
Oh, well, it works.
No, he had the keys the whole time.
Yeah, he did.
Nope, no keys.
That's the way it
Well, it's not a
is.
push start. Is it a push start?
I've
It's
never
just
seen
back then.
a slow
That's my
ass zombie.
car. Let's get out of my car, bitch.
I've never seen a slow ass zombie move that fast trying to open the door.
This zombie's an idiot.
I got to love you, Baba.
That's
He
smart
looks like
zombie.
one of the homeless people in town in my area, actually.
Now, if a zombie has no capability of thought, how did he think to pick up a rock and break the window?
Very smart.
Oh, he's a horny zombie.
Wait a minute, I think that's Triple X actor Randy West.
The slowest getaway ever.
Seriously.
She sucks.
I think Michael McDonald had a more effective death scene in Austin Powers.
There go her insurance rates.
Well, that was Romero's car, so oh, that's bad. I hope he had Geico.
You know, she smashed the door. She could have driven.
But she couldn't. She just opened the brake release, so she didn't have the
Yeah,
keys.
exactly. Yeah.
Johnny had the keys, but why risk getting bitten by that thing?
Oh yeah. Fuck.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's right. Keep
Look.
falling.
Establishing a cliche: run and keep falling.
Dramatic effect, Manny. It's all dramatic effect.
What is she running from? That zombie's like 20 miles away.
What was that? A jump cut?
I was gonna say, how'd you get in the house?
First time I saw this was on MTV on Halloween.
Really?
I-
Really?
Yep. I was 14 or 15, and it was they played at 11, and now I realize why, because it was public domain. They didn't have to pay a red cent to anybody.
Exactly. I first time I watched this, my brother videotaped it off of ABC Channel 7 back in 1990 on Haunted Hollywood with John Carradine as the host of the show. It was his voiceover. And again, this being a public domain film, they were able to get away with it.
Yeah, MTV. I remember because the first time I saw it, I really liked the movie. I mean, I was real young, but I really liked it. Especially the ending really surprised me. You know?
Oh yeah, total downer of
Yeah.
an ending. Spoiler alert. ATM.
Out this
Ah!
Oh, pins on the
was
wall.
made in 1968, and just 2 years prior, the Civil Rights Bill.
Quick, somebody call Peter. There's dead
Anyway, you
animals around the
You know what I'm
house.
getting?
Well, we'll get to that once Dwayne Jones actually comes on screen.
Yeah, you know. with
Oh,
the,
damn wires. Ah, whoa. Ah, whoa.
I hate wood. Ugh. Well, now the phone line's dead. Dumb bitch, the phone line's dead. Cell phones were not activated then.
Jenny, give me circle 19.
Actor, especially the ending. Political message from Romero, or was it just now?
What was that, Manny?
Man, he's breaking up.
Googly woogly woo.
I brought my friends. Huh?
Hey guys, live bait in the house.
I gotta take a shit. Let me in.
Oh, sorry. And jump scare. I will say this though, like the added audio effects add to the suspense of this film, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Ah! Oh no! Save
Let
me!
me in. You know what happens to me?
It's Michael Jai
The
White in
creation
the role
of
of Night
cell
Surprises.
phones has ruined more horror movies than anything in the world. Oh, that sucks.
The man, Dwayne Jones.
All right.
There he is.
Yes, Long Island actor who auditioned for his role in Night of the Living Dead. Now, Manny, as you mentioned before, the civil rights movement. Yes, of course, in 1968, this was a very big hot topic. However,
Right.
when Romero cast Dwayne Jones in the role of Ben, he did not take his race into account. He cast him on the sole fact that he was the best actor that auditioned. So
Wow,
Ben
people
could have been
did
played
that?
by anybody.
People did that?
So that's my question,
amazing.
because especially when we get to the ending, as you point out, it's a downer of an ending. But because of his race and what happens to that character, I used to think that Romero is like putting sort of a political message on there. But my understanding is not, or not from what you're telling me, is Romero was not interested in politics. He was trying to make a good movie, and this is the best actor he could find.
That's exactly what happened.
Gotta get out of here.
And I'm not by any means whatsoever demeaning the importance of the civil rights movement. It's just Romero
No,
wasn't set on making a political film. If anything, his it wasn't until Dawn of the Dead where he started making a critique of I guess you could say corporate America or consumer culture. That you could say was more of a political statement. This, he just wanted to make a scary movie. But did Dwayne Jones open up the floodgates for more actors of his race? He did, because
Well, also,
to me he's as important as Sidney Poitier in terms of how actors of his race are in cinema. He's up there with one of the important ones to break barriers, definitely. Hey James, welcome aboard.
Hey, sorry, I've been busy.
My lights.
But
Oh, look, there's
Two of them.
Cesar Romero.
Nah, it did look like Cesar Romero.
There are two of them.
But Dwayne Jones was actually a professor of drama and acting, I think, at SUNY Westbury. So he's from Long
I
Island.
mentioned Bill Cosby was making inroads in sitcoms and a few movies.
Oh no, see, cancel
Pick an actor
culture.
to be the lead actor who's African American. And he's basically the hero of the film. And he
You
wants
just
to
stand there.
He's the smartest character in this movie. I always thought was a standout to me.
What?
And I don't say I'm a minority, so I don't sit around and think about race. I don't think most people, but in this movie, it always stood out to me even as a kid. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely stood out to me because as an actor, someone who could take a script as silly as this and make you feel for him. I mean, Dwayne Jones had that, and it made sense why, he was a great teacher who was highly respected amongst his students. And the funny thing is, one of his
Barbara, I'm
students,
home.
it's
Hey,
Peter
Jake.
Lorre. Boss, we have to. Actually, one of his students, Ken Foray, ended up being lead in Dawn of the Dead.
oh, that's
So-
cool, dude.
Yeah. there was a documentary on the Dawn of the Dead box set where he mentioned Ken Foree mentioned that Dwayne Jones was a friend of his.
You know, and all watching this,
Don't
How
hurt
did you
Peter
get rid of the
Lorre.
crowbar.
I just need a
mean,
cup of
You know,
sugar.
you know, I'm really glad that that jujitsu really got better, within the years.
Is this how a Conor McGregor fight would go down back then? I don't know.
Probably more whiskey involved.
Okay, more whiskey.
you know, well,
Who woke me up?
Were
You
you the
know,
one who got sugar from my wife?
adults,
the guy just woke up, and that's immediately what you do. He's in his pajamas, and you hit him over the head with a crowbar.
actually watching this. What's the budget for this movie? Like $10? That's a special effect.
Count inflation,
But he
20.
knows how to build a movie up, with no information.
Hey, his
We
eyes
play
move.
the
He ain't
waiting
dead.
game.
Don't look at it.
Well, Peter Lorre, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause.
Magic carpet
How did he
ride.
magically get a carpet underneath him?
Well, they couldn't move him any other way.
I mean, I understand the budget was low, but I mean, come on.
Oh,
I got your friend.
Yeah, it's more like that when you found it.
Here's a good idea. Let me light him on fire on top of my porch.
Well, you know, he's
How in the hell did he set a fire like that with no gasoline? Fire bad.
hey man, clothes in the '60s were very flammable, man.
yeah, they were. Polyester
It's all
wasn't what it used
All
to
that
be.
hair oil.
Scotch Brite was a thing.
That'll fix it.
Yeah, that's gonna stop him.
That'll fix your wagon, you scallywags.
Whoa, I didn't know we were gonna go naval on this. Thanks, Manny.
You're welcome.
Get some more lights on in this house.
I'm not cooking now.
If The Rock was played this role today, he'd probably say, I'll take the crowbar against the jabroni zombies. And
No, that's Iron Sheik. That's Iron Sheik with on zombies.
remember, though, The Rock did steal jabroni from the Sheik.
He did. Well, that's because he said jabroni every
Lipton
5
tea.
seconds. Oh, look, it's nails.
I hope he gets a tetanus shot after this. Oh, wait.
Find some wood, some board, something about.
He gets a different kind of shot. We won't say what.
Spoiler alert.
Make me a sandwich.
Wait.
I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too.
But I'm going to make love to you easy, baby.
But I'm starving and I gotta eat.
Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now I want you to go in and
You
get
can't
some
deny
wood
how
on
good of
the
an
board.
actor he is.
You understand?
Oh, South, he would not get away. Tell him.
Okay?
In the South, this movie wasn't made because he touched her.
This is the old house where my Aunt Ginny used to live.
Look
he used
at
to read-
all our nice family tchotchkes we had. We all got them from the nice little Romani woman that lived down the street.
I remember
They're-
when we killed that bear.
We named him. His name was Roosevelt. Yes, great
Hellraiser.
time to play the musical instrument during zombies. Yes, great idea.
Well, you know, if Harper Marx was here, he'd probably play the piano as well.
I mean, he'd be doing a dance number as well.
This is true. If
Enough
Harper
about
Marx
Ken-
was here, he'd be blasting the radio and the zombies would just eat him alive.
Exactly. But I mean, enough about Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Yo, where was all this spare
Said you
wood
go get
coming
wood,
from?
he's gotta
Holy
do it
shit.
himself. What a bunch of bullshit.
Wait. How was the 1950s like not up in flames if everyone just had like a bunch of spare firewood lying around?
Well,
there
this
are
is a house
fireplaces
out of
right
the
there.
boonies of Pittsburgh.
Here, let me help by
Yeah,
grabbing
let me
two
get these
small
3
pieces of wood.
Yeah, let me
Hey.
get these 3 pieces of wood.
I brought this kindling.
Hi,
That
my
should
name
do
is
it.
Ben. Well, Wayne.
That'll do it.
Hi, my name is Ben. I got wood.
That was so
Is she
heavy.
like
Mother.
sick? Did she get bit or something? What the hell's wrong with her?
Oh, have you not seen this film, James?
No, I haven't. I have not watched it. I'm not a scary movie.
She just saw her
aficionado.
brother get killed by a zombie, so she's traumatized.
Oh, so she's traumatized and just not mentally retarded. Got it.
Right.
Well, that and she just saw how much she's getting paid for this movie, so she's done acting. This is it.
You know, not for nothing, but the actual zombies on Dawn of the Dead, you know what their paychecks were?
What?
$1 a day and a T-shirt that said "I was a zombie" in Dawn of the Dead.
But at least it was a good one.
Oh, I love Dawn of the Dead. That's probably my favorite zombie film ever.
Fine.
Now, crazy white woman, get me some wood.
How dare you ask me to nail this? Nail these nails in the wall. I'm a lady. I don't do that. Shut up, bitch. Do it.
Why?
Hey, you know what? She's
Well,
like Marion
back
von
to
Stroop. She's tired. All right.
Oh.
Get on the table.
Afraid of fire. I found that out.
Getting on table. I'm going to show you what a real man
I've been through thousands of bends again and again.
do.
You know a place back out on the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner?
Like that tapestry.
Hey, that's a Macy's exclusive, Ben.
Hey, that came straight from the Sears catalog. Don't you be doing that? That was a good $100 well spent.
There's a
Oh my
radio.
God! Think of the trees that went into making that table.
Listen to it.
Oh, the humanity.
Gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it. Grabbing and
Oh, thank
holding
you for
on.
the exposition, Ben. No one cares.
I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way.
Seriously, is he careful taking apart the table? Just get a freaking axe and chop it up already.
Truck went right across the road.
Well, in case he has to put it back
Wait,
together.
you're more worried about that if she's hugging a freaking tablecloth.
Right through the guardrail.
She may have to iron
I
it
hate
later.
to
We
say
don't know.
this, but I would throw her to the zombies.
Nah. Well, actually, in the remake, the 1990 remake directed by Tom Savini, there was a definite character reversal for Barbara, where she became more of a stronger female character. So
I mean, that's such a high bar to cross. I mean, a freaking, living, breathing corpse would do better.
but I think Tom Savini definitely wanted to update it for the 90s, which again, I have to credit him for making Barbara a stronger character, because that was probably one of the few
Backing away from
times that a remake was different but as good as its original version,
If there was anyone there,
in my opinion.
it was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled.
All right, enough of her. Throw her outside.
How long is this exposition going on?
I don't know, but she needs to get
It's a
thrown
walking
outside.
exposition.
She's not even contributing to the dialogue. She's just sitting there.
Oh, don't worry, she'll contribute.
Alone.
No, I know. But
50 or 60 of those things just standing there, staring at me.
They're standing at you menacingly.
I just plowed right through them. They didn't move. They didn't run or just stood there staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
That's enough
we
of that
were riding
story.
in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny.
Here's your recap, James.
We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and he said, "Can I have some candy?" Barbara.
I want candy. Ba 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 ba.
We didn't have any.
Wait. So it turned out her brother was a giant spider rapping?
And
No, he was a sugar fiend.
it's hot
So if
in
the
here.
zombie wasn't going to get to him, the sugar would.
All he wanted was a Pepsi.
Just one Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to him.
No Coke, only Pepsi.
Cheeseburger,
And he
cheeseburger,
said-
cheeseburger.
Right, take it off,
Wait.
baby.
This is
All right, the
1968.
movie's about to get interesting. She's
Deep
about to
Throat
have some,
hasn't come
some
out yet.
deep character
If
development.
you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late. Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said,
He's right. Johnny
"I'm
sounds
not
like a
afraid,
total asshole.
Johnny."
He
And then-
was. He was the douchey blonde guy at the beginning of the film.
Johnny this,
He
Johnny
came
that.
Slowly. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I
If you,
laughed
if you
at
talk
him.
about Johnny so much, why don't you marry him?
And then
Can, that's her
Johnny
brother.
ran
It's the
away.
second time I've had to say that.
It's a joke.
I went
This is Western
And I'm going
PA,
to
all right?
apologize.
Listen,
think
just
that's-
because they get away with that crap in Southern wrestling doesn't mean they can get away
I
with that in Pittsburgh.
And I
Hey,
said,
you know, you
"Please."
don't get away with that. That one of them is a dang
And he
representative of this
grabbed me.
United States,
Oh, Jim
Allegedly.
Cornette. Got it.
allegedly.
And he ripped at me. He held me.
No.
Ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
In other words, shut the fuck up.
Where's Cher when you need her?
Oh, help me. And
Snap out of it.
he
Well,
ripped-
she,
Yes,
and
yes,
then
take it
Johnny
off.
came
Take it
and
off.
ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran.
what
I
is,
ran so far away.
I ran. And Johnny didn't come.
Well, you should have finished him off. No, just kidding.
Oh well, I can't make the incest joke, but Lou's okay with making the incest
It
joke.
was fitting, James. I'm sorry. It was
wasn't gonna
fitting.
go there.
I go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him.
I've been trying to annoy you for the last 20 minutes. Shut
Please.
up.
Seriously, I'd have thrown her to the fucking zombies too.
Please help me.
You're still here?
Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
I don't go to Sunday school. I'm Jewish.
My brother is not dead. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come and see violence inherited in the system. Help, help, I'm being oppressed.
There you go. Now she's more useful.
Delayed reaction.
That'll learn you.
Devil
See,
noted.
in the good 1950s handbook of how to treat your lady right. Sometimes when they get out of line, you just got to give them a swift smack in the face.
So this is where Andrew Tate got his morality from.
Devil Dozer said, give her some BBC. That'll shut her up.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Oh my God. We're gonna be canceled after this one.
And yet, I was trying to be, a little bit more proper with my jokes with the burning body on the side of on the doorstep.
Yeah, but James, we have a bigger problem right now. I see the boom mic right now in the top right-hand corner.
Oh no!
Is this a
Boom
Rudy
mic.
Ray Moore film? Are we watching Dolomite?
And hundreds of other radio and TV
We're watching
stations
Black
throughout
Dynamite.
this part of the country
I love
are
Black
pooling their
Dynamite.
resources.
It's one of the best movies ever made.
Oh my God, Michael Jai White's a freaking genius.
This hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins.
yeah, smash her in the head.
Cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden general explosion.
Now,
of
one
mass
thing I forgot to mention, Manny, about
Listen
George
to some
Romero.
Sly and the Family Stone. Wow.
Say they are ordinary-looking people.
One thing I forgot to mention about George Romero was that some of his first jobs in television was actually directing segments for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It's a nice car.
In fact, Betty Aberlin, who played the character of Lady Aberlin in The Land of Make Believe,
Oh
wanted
dear.
to audition for this role, but because it was a horror film, Fred Rogers asked her not to.
This hour, so far we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh,
We are
Philadelphia,
blaming the communists for this.
states have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment. But
By the way, I didn't realize I was on mute. Did anybody hear what I said before about George Romero?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I blocked
Yes,
it out.
yes, we did. We heard about the I forgot who it was supposed to be for Miss Rogers' Neighborhood was supposed to audition.
Lady
Holy
Aberlin.
shit.
Yeah, okay.
advise what course
Oh,
of action
she.
to take. Keep listening to radio and TV.
Make some.
He's definitely a communist because he's making Molotov cocktails.
Yeah.
Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their
Too
homes.
early to do that.
In spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed.
I am the god of hellfire.
Or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to stay where you are.
Picking
Back,
camera,
I say,
picking
back.
camera. Oh, hey, he's back out here, boys.
I bring you fire. Oh.
Here's a little fire for you, Scarecrow.
Meanwhile, in West Virginia,
Oh, but there's no burning frost there.
no. In West Virginia, the college football tradition is to burn a mattress after a win.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of
Yes. Let's put the piece of board up on the top of the window. There we go.
White House.
Come into your new beautiful home in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, overrun by zombies.
Following that meeting.
Welcome to L Breakage. Lots of doors, fake doors. See,
Damn,
nothing.
bitch, I didn't hit you that hard.
Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've
You know what? I'm getting a lot more work done without her yapping.
the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's the extent of this latest.
NASA. Oh, we got our top eggheads in this. But, oh no, the zombies are being protected by one little padlock.
All radio and TV stations
Where? Oh,
join their
That's
facilities
good.
in an emergency.
She's coming too, folks.
As it develops.
Perfectly fine.
Radio and TV, and to stay indoors.
I think that man just hit me. I
Make sure
love
you
him.
smoke 3 to 5 packs of cigarettes, or else you're a Nazi.
Churches,
You hit like a
and government
bitch.
buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
Why is your hand so big?
I'm huge.
Even at this
Nice MSC3K reference.
Fuck this. I ain't rapping shit.
Yo, I'm fucking tired.
Oh god.
Tell the people, for God's sake, to
Yep,
get
yep, there we go. This is the 1950s without you having a nice, great Marlboro cigarettes. The only proper one, the nice, clean, smooth flavor.
Camden, North Carolina. So far, the only descriptions, the only clues anyone has of the killers come from frightened
Amazing. They all used soft packs back then, not the hard packs.
describe the murderers as ordinary looking people, misshapen monsters, people who look like they're in a trance, and things that look like people but act like.
I'm gonna bring these home to my wife.
Tell of seeing victims who look as though they had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of the slaying of a family of 7.
Every time I wake up, I put on my makeup.
These killings began snowballing in a reign of terror which has hopscotched and
All right, that's better.
There you go.
Hey, he's back.
Hey,
Man, he's back. Yay.
Now you have a gun, but do you have any ammunition for it? Ah,
found.
not only welcome to America. Where
Now to
the
shoot the white woman.
of all the shotgun shells you need. folks.
Hold on to energizer batteries.
Nah, this is the 1950s. They
God-
shot guns like men.
God damn it, they're double
Oh,
A's,
the
not real
jacket's so
bad
heavy.
bullets.
around the Houston, Galveston areas, but
This ain't time for sex.
I'm not talking to you for punching me.
it was only late yesterday.
He forgot a window.
We were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, news
All right, I know that you're mad at me for apparent reasons. I understand. However, there was causes for it. You're acting like a silly woman.
We have a gun and bullets, food and the radio.
You got a whole restaurant here.
Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
I think I found some spam and goldfish in the kitchen.
Ooh, we can make spam and eggs.
No, there's no baked bean. They need baked beans. They need bacon, spam, 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 and more spam.
Ew.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me.
I didn't
But
hear
I'll
that.
shoot the gun if you need to hear me at all.
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it. Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay?
Translation, I want to get away from the crazy white woman.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been
See, back then, news reporters actually sounded like news reporters.
You mean that they don't talk like this anymore? Or they don't talk like the classic 1940s type style of broadcast?
Yes, I miss the great Howard Cosell.
So I was actually listening. This funny story about this. I was listening to old 1970s commercials of Harry Carey for like La Paradilla Mexican food. I want to know how many takes it took for him to say the proper
magic carpet ride.
Look at the budget so low they couldn't afford shoes for that actress.
No, they were borrowing it. The living one gets the shoes. That's the deal.
Oh, that's a Zenith product placement. Product placement.
Man, that's a Zenith.
Killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical
With a side of
authorities
fava beans and a nice Chianti.
in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating
If
this,
you want to,
latest
go down with a fork and a knife and a bottle of Tapatio and enjoy.
defense authorities have told
Tabitha, what type of Nancy are you? It's only Tabasco and that's it. You know this,
been
right?
partially devoured
I prefer
by
sriracha.
medical examination of
You
victims'
do not know
bodies.
these foreign words. Why are you trying to talk like somebody who's a dang commie spy?
By Zenith.
And so this
I know, look at that.
story becomes
Look at those
Brought to you by
preset
Carl's
buttons.
I know, man, this is great.
actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing
Okay,
on.
why
to you.
did Romero choose to do a close-up of the radio than her face?
Merchandising.
Is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Uh-oh.
Surprise!
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, it's Ben Shapiro.
It's the wet bandits.
The wet bandits.
We're from town. A radio.
Look, it's a mean, bald bastard. Let's go.
By their slayers is true. No further details available.
No, look, he's normal. He wants to hear some Elvis.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You ain't putting no Elvis in this here house.
How are we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there. We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you
Kind of hard to hear what's going on down there. Since when were basements soundproofed?
Like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
My
Gotta
God,
respect-
that guy's modest voice.
Gotta respect men who wore their cue balls with pride back then.
All right, now you tell me.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not gonna take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we gotta risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
By the way, that's Carl Hardman. He was the casting director for the film.
We came up. Okay, we're here. Now I
Wayne,
can you lower the
volume on the
Face for-
movie?
For movies.
tell you those things, find out we're in here.
Yes, I
You
can.
got the whole
Where the
place
hell did it
boarded
go?
up?
What?
Sorry.
He's a
I
fucking
didn't,
horrible
know. I
actor.
didn't know the singer of the Monkees was also in this
Cellar's
one.
the safest place.
I'm telling you.
That's not Mickey Dolenz. That's Ben Shapiro.
Actually,
He's not wearing his
he's
yarmulke.
Marlon Brando compared
We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now, you tell
Ben
me-
Shapiro would actually be a lot smaller and actually also have a military style haircut because that is too long for the beatniks.
This is true. This is true.
Well, he goes by as a board from the Home Depot
With all of us working, we could fix this place
in
up.
Franklin because, you know, he is a real man.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got a million windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
The ironic thing is the zombies are outside the house. You figured they'd do what they had to break in the house.
Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well,
There
And then we're
wasn't
going to
enough
throw
budget.
you to them.
wherever we are.
There wasn't enough money in the budget for all those.
The cellar. The cellar, there's only one door.
man.
Right? Just one door.
I actually think this film was made for under 100,000.
Locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why,
Well, we know one thing it wasn't spent on: acting lessons.
But down in the cellar, there's no place
Hey,
to
I
go.
thought it was convincing for a bunch of no names.
There'll be no back exit.
I think so far the best actor is the guy, the lead actor.
Oh, Dwayne Jones is awesome in this.
Yeah, he's great. The girl's not too bad, but these
If
two,
a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, they kind of speak matter of factly, not,
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
But I like it. But I like the cue ball guy because
You know how many
he just
times-
seems pissed and just gonna argue about anything. He's great.
Yes, that's
The,
exactly
the,
his role.
the younger looking individual looks like he's talking into a blowing wind because he keeps blinking every 5 seconds.
And I'm not going to unlock it again.
Every word he says, he starts blinking just repeatedly.
I'm not going to wait.
Well, it was
I made
windy
my
earlier.
decision, now you make yours. Now wait a
Could be a
minute.
draft.
Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay
Why are
down
you
there,
blinking so much?
here,
Hey, blinking.
at least consider this a
Because he
while.
wants you to look at his pretty eyes.
Hey, you know what? He's looking at a Playboy right now, blinking. All right, give the man some, cut some man some slack.
You've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
They're in the same spot they were at the beginning of the film.
It's more than their word.
It's like they keep using the same cut over and over.
Wow. Ah!
Hello, we've been trying to call you about the car's extended warranty.
Can we talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Get away! Oh no!
Get back!
No! No!
Get
Please
back!
stop! No! Oh.
Yes, because beating their hand is going to stop them.
Fake hand, fake hand, fake hand.
No, not the shotgun, you bastard.
Oh, that was my
Oh,
good
yes,
shirt.
right in the chest, which doesn't hurt a zombie one bit.
Now you've made me mad.
You know what? They haven't called them zombies one time yet in this damn movie.
It's like they didn't have a word for it before this movie started.
Well, Shaun of the Dead said there's no use of the Z word in zombie films.
Now you've made me even more mad. Now you've done it.
Oh,
Now I'm
he's
dead.
Now he's dead.
Oh man.
It only took, you know what? In his defense,
We
he did
heard
do a
that.
proper Mozambique there. You know.
First time we're seeing nudity on Ratsaw Review.
All right. And it's ass, which you get to see
Oh.
4 asses at once on Red Solid Review every week.
Hey, it's Nero Zombie.
It is.
Oh my God, it's Susan Sarandon Zombie.
I thought it was Janis Joplin. What the heck?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is Janis Joplin.
Gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every
Hey, Jay.
window. Get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here.
Go on, get.
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off.
That's
And
my
everything
bitch.
else up here too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here, and the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
John Costigan just put in the chat. When I first saw this, my dad was painting the house. Now, whenever I see it, I instantly smell the paint. Even remember the color.
Yes or no?
Oh,
This is
wow.
last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got.
Beating around the bush is what we're going to do down in the cellar with the woman.
I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that her old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss.
Stay
down
there.
I'm boss up here.
You bastards. Who's he think he is? Eli Wallach from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could. With my help.
Wow,
Now,
that's
why would
amazing.
you-
Watching that Jones act compare in the same scene with these other guys, he is just so much better. It's incredible. You know.
Judy, come on up here, honey.
We're not going to be hanging with Mr. Cooper anymore.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna let them get hurt too, huh?
He know.
It's all right.
Oh man, he's got a hottie. Now get
Yeah,
rid of
so-
the other blonde and take that one and get rid of that guy in life. Life is good. Man, look at this moron.
We stick together, man. We can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here.
It's a weird place to put a glory hole. It's kind of high.
We'd all be a lot better off. All three of us were working together. Hey.
See, I'd be plotting to get rid of that guy and keep that blonde. That'd be me.
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing.
You know,
myself.
secondhand smoke causes cancer. I said, shut up.
On the air day and night.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
Hang 'em.
Screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course.
But I got this bag of M&Ms. Would you want one?
No, that's
Oh,
a pack.
I think
That's
that's.
a
I
pack
think
of
those are
Winston's.
cigarettes. They're not M&Ms. They're only the wonderful Winston cigarettes.
Yes,
Unfiltered, of course,
Winston's
'cause
brought
he's
to you
not
by
on
the
main-
Flintstones.
Exactly.
All right.
The smooth flavor with no filter, because you don't need that, because you're not a Nancy.
And I'm going to take one of your Virginia Slims because I need something.
Laundry.
Oh hell yeah, man! Back then, it was awesome. You could smoke in hospitals and planes. I mean, this rules.
You could smoke in the delivery room of your child's birth.
Hell yeah, you could.
Yeah, all everyone was smoking while delivering the child.
It's what's even cooler. He's ashing on his daughter. I mean, that rules. Isn't that-
The sick daughter,
It's a
yeah.
real
There you
man.
go. This will make you feel better, there, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh, Wayne, great Harry Barnett said Wayne's so old his TV is in black and white.
What do you mean by that?
He remembers the
So,
original black and white televisions, only by Zenith, the American
You
corporation.
know why we're being attacked?
Communists.
Because it's in
Probably-
the script. What? Communist.
Communist.
The radio said to stay
This
in.
is the 1950s. This is 1950s and 60s, sir.
That's those
Communism is
Cuban
our greatest
communists.
threat to
Come
our
over for
states.
us.
Been down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing.
It said,
I don't know
"Ugh."
anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the board.
All I
off.
was hearing was a song by Harry Styles called
Maxim
Watermelon
White.
Sugar High.
What a battle axe.
At least some kind of
Oh, geez, the old ball and chain really giving it to him.
communication where they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do.
You know, the ironic thing is that they were both in a common law marriage together, and I think it shows.
I'm right.
There's a reason why he smokes 5 packs a day. He's trying to get out of this terrible marriage. Hey-oo.
Dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Lies. They're all enemies to the Red Scare.
Smoking like a true Cuban.
Let's go up. Tom? Yeah. If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Sounds like a great
Why
idea.
Why would we want that? Keep the old bastard down there.
I'd rather be on Baywatch.
Look, honey, nothing's going to get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay, but you owe me sex every night for 2 weeks.
Oh no, that
She
sounds
knows.
terrible for him. What is he gonna do?
All right, you're up.
What are you looking at?
Ah, my dang boy. He's done started marrying a beatnik, and they're gonna have hippie children together. The downfall of our society.
She's all.
You know, I'm standing right here, Mom.
Pamela Anderson watches on.
Oh, What a great basement, full of asbestos floor tiles and
Only the best for the American household. Hey, they spent a good solid $5,000 on this house.
I don't know,
I
man.
love doilies.
Her brother was.
Are we sure this woman is just not traumatic, but also mentally handicapped? I mean, she's really focusing on that, on like carpets and.
well, she was articulate in the beginning of the film.
She's literally fingering a doily at the moment, so I'm having doubts.
Why do you put doilies on couches? That was the chair.
Where are my cigarettes?
That was the chair, not me.
And she pulls out a cigarette.
I know this rules. Look at that. They're all smoking. If zombies don't kill them, cigarettes will.
And you know what? In this case, smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of me.
No,
I'm Helen.
I'm not going to eat you yet.
it's the smoke.
Don't be afraid of me. I only want a lesbian relationship. I've thought about it for years.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here.
Where's my toupee?
Hey, give me another cigarette.
Her brother was killed.
Mm.
Sounds great.
Right.
Good story.
Great. When are we gonna eat?
I can't see a
Got
damn
3 women
thing.
in this house and I haven't eaten yet. What's going on here?
Those things out there. That's how I
Make
live
me a
with-
sandwich.
Why don't
Yeah, you women, go start cooking.
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
We're gonna watch The Price is Right.
With Bob Barker or Drew Carey?
Well, it's the
Earlier.
Bob Barker.
You better
Earlier
watch.
than Bob Barker.
Try to understand what's going on.
You stay away from my woman.
What's life on my hands?
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on. It's on. There's no sound. Play with the rabbit here.
You know, I realized Romero didn't hire Dwayne Jones for a political statement, but Jesus Christ, I love it when he yells at the old white prick in this film. I really love it.
The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discovered
Yeah, Mom, I'm on TV.
eyewitness
Can you see me?
descriptions as being beyond belief.
I gotta go.
However, the reports persisted. The medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word of just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you.
Ladies and
I'm not
gentlemen,
wearing
John-
any pants.
A report from National
John-
Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington.
oh, it's Brian Stelter?
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread
And ladies and
investigation
gentlemen, we just heard Rob Zombie sample this scene for one of his songs.
concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began,
On other news,
television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide
Go outside and get eaten.
shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have
coming up next, Dr. Fauci on why you should get the jab.
I know that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the president. Since convening this conference of the presidential cabinet,
Well, even the news team are smoking in the background. Amazing.
information. Why are
I
You know
know,
what,
I know it's awesome.
People may have died from cancer by secondhand smoke, but they were happy then, even when they were being chased by zombies.
on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus.
Yeah.
That satellite, you recall,
Do you see any of these guys bitching right now? Do you see them? Yeah.
space vehicle
They're
which
just
orbited
saying,
Venus and
if you don't want to be eaten by zombies, show up here. If you don't,
mysterious
you.
high-level radiation.
It's amazing. This film was shot in '68, and those glasses are still in style today in 2022.
I don't know who's telling you that, Lou, but they're lying to you.
Not true.
How are you going to get over to that top? Look.
You're coming from.
And there is George Romero on the left, by the way.
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
So we're supposed to believe that these three guys just had a meeting with Lyndon Johnson, who would have been the president at that time. Is that correct, guys?
Yes,
You're
and
not
this
seeing
was
the bow tie, the fedora, and the sunglasses. Of course, this is part of the 1968 campaign with.
First of all, that guy with the mustache wouldn't have been allowed in that White House.
Military.
Yes, he would have been. He mustaches have been allowed. You just had to have them very, very neat and tidy and short.
Irrefutably proved.
This was guerrilla filmmaking at its finest.
Yeah, it is.
Professor,
They're literally doing this on rush hour in Washington D.C. You insensitive bastards.
please. I thought we decided that.
By the way, it's a zombie apocalypse, and look how calmly everybody's walking.
Well, zombies aren't going to go to Washington.
Under certain circumstances.
What are you talking about? It's nothing but zombies in Washington.
It does seem to have a bearing.
Will there be?
Wait a minute. What flag is this for what branch of the government, guys?
The Red Star of Cuba. I don't know.
No. If it's a star, wait. Stop. Hold on. If it's a star, that means there's a general inside the car. It's a staff vehicle.
What if it's 3 stars?
That means it's a 3-star general inside the car.
Oh, 3-star general. Okay.
Oh, so there's a 3-star all right.
Yeah, the guy in the uniform that was in the middle of the freaking mob getting talked to jumped in the car, which means he has the highest ranking official in the car.
For the record,
staff vehicle.
For the
You can
record,
tell by
George,
the mustache.
We're on our way up to the lake.
George Romero knew people in high places.
When we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the
All right, tell me the truth. How did you get your eyebrows so bushy?
Put a bar across the door.
Well, that's just thousands of years of Greek heritage right there.
Guys, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Out of her head,
Maybe it's Malacca.
surrounded with this thing.
Son of a bitch.
Our entire staff, I know,
Maybe it's Malacca.
very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers.
Run!
Let me stress the importance.
You know what's sad? If this took place today, the internet would be, people on Facebook would be telling you how all it's fake.
She's been hurt.
Advice, Doctor. Now, how about the basic problem of
Look, you go
Well,
down there
isn't
and
it
tell
interesting how desensitized of a world we live in right now, where if a film like this was shot today, you'd have probably 50% of the population in the world not caring.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, remember what happened in the 1980s after watching the show the day after?
Oh, I remember that.
But it opens its eyes and
That just shows how people took nuclear war serious.
Watch upstairs. Did she ask?
I tried staring her awake, but it didn't work.
That girl's got the easiest acting job of anybody. She just lays there.
It's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down.
Mommy, I feel sick.
the body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time.
That's what I said. Minutes. Are you stupid or deaf?
Time to make
Let me show you.
arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them.
It's very easy.
The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
I see.
Dick, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars to make Molotov cocktails and hold them off while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles. There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it. I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
Did you ever hear the story of how the Molotov cocktail was invented?
That's right. You better be this door.
Please tell it.
Closer to the
So
truck.
before the Soviet invasion of Finland of World War II started in the Winter War.
James, I can't hear a word you're saying, dude.
Well, you know, I'm trying to speak into this, but you said the boom mic was there, so thus I will have to speak closer into the dang boom mic.
That would help.
So, speaking of the boom mic, so the Soviet foreign affairs to Finland was last name was Molotov, and as a saying that hey, Soviet Russia is not going to invade Finland, we are going to give you this gift of liquor, of wine,
You can go
to
upstairs
them
and
in a show of friendship, and then 2 days later they invade. So the Finns, with their wonderful dry sense of humor, decide that the best way to treat these wonderful bottles of wine is to tie a rag to them, light them on fire, and throw them at the tanks that are invading their country. Thus, the Molotov cocktail was invented.
Interesting story.
So it was them drinking their cocktail to Molotov by throwing it at the Soviets.
We'll need many, many more such rescue stations.
No, don't take your life with the scissors. It's okay. I call for
always
you
have a
delicious
smile for me.
bass.
How can you smile like that all the time?
It's the
What do you have
Botox.
done?
Botox was just botulinum toxin back then.
It's the marijuana.
The
Oh,
phone
that's
is
Reefer
dead.
Madness.
All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Sorry, hun. They dead too.
As soon as we get to Willard,
Much like
we'll
your
call.
film career,
I'll
they're
give you-
dead. Anyway.
I'm sorry, but you did your own research, and your research was wrong.
Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
The television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
And remember,
I don't
you believe everything you see on the television.
Starting to sound like Mr. Cooper.
And one day they'll invent the internet and we'll believe everything on there too.
Truck.
Uh,
and I can
bonjour.
handle the pump. And doesn't know anything about that stuff.
Just like I don't know anything about acting.
For how long, honey? We're safe now.
Well, again, most of
But
these
there's
actors were
no
hired
more
because
thing.
they were available.
I
They were
know
just
that.
there.
Hey, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember
Look,
how
this is where he's
difficult it
going
was
for his Oscar.
It was right to leave. Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
Oh, this is getting weird. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, John, hold me tight. I
Oh,
love you.
John.
Oh, Masha. I haven't felt like this since my days in boarding school.
Smile for me.
Oh, John, take me like a real man, finally.
You're showing no use at all, are you?
We can't wait to grow old and make Generation X babies that will be watching internet TVs of us back in the day when we were young teenagers and hate us for it.
You call that a kiss?
Well, I wanted him to take me like a real man.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
Good.
Don't go downstairs, Barbara.
Yes, Barbara. Barbara,
Yes,
let's go
Barbara.
downstairs.
You gotta go
Downstairs goes Barbara.
downstairs.
Oh, like to leave.
Downstairs?
Yes.
Stairs I go?
Yes, go with
down to the cellar. Cellar, we go down. Yes.
Oh, no. Those chicks. Oh, he's pissed all the time. I like that guy.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Boy, that doesn't seem like a very good nailing job there.
If you can undo it with your hands.
Maybe he
Yeah,
wasn't in the
let-
porn business. He doesn't know how to
Yeah.
nail something properly. I'll be back to not satisfy you sexually.
Well, thankfully, Jones is there. You know what they say.
We need some air in his house.
Look at this guy.
Huh?
Yeah, zombies can't climb. Why are they climbing?
Well, yeah, I know, right? I'm glad there was a lot of physical activity going on in the 1950s
man.
there. It's all brought to you by Red
You know,
Meat,
that looks
cigarettes,
like
and
my
beer.
bar after 3 a.m. when it starts closing. That's what people look like.
Party!
Ah!
And the finest William Shatner style acting you'll see since Star Trek.
Yeah, let's throw it in front of the car, shall we?
Hey, that's the best of Pappy's Moonshine. What the hell?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Go ahead, go on.
I'm gonna take your clothes off and strangle you with them. Hey, wait, didn't they shoot that zombie already?
I'm George Wallace, and this is 60 Minutes.
You gonna go with them?
Oh, she decided at the last second to go with
fuck.
her.
I've made a series of bad errors.
God damn it, women ruin everything. No, just kidding.
Columbo.
The man not know how to do the three on the three on the tree. Come on, son. Son, learn how to teach me how you learned. I taught you how to use the clutch.
Fire bad.
It's okay. He's just Abby normal.
Wait a minute.
Come on, you.
Drive by.
And scene.
Oh, day for night shot. Lame.
Uh-oh. He's a coward.
Okay, why would you put the fire next to the gas tank?
This key won't work.
You don't need no key. We got a gun.
Why would you shoot the gas pump and leak gas?
So, James, what do you think of it so far?
I mean, it is what it is. gonna fuck you up.
You broke my heart, Fredo.
Got a door in front of a door.
Change of heart.
That should do one nail.
Yeah, he had that coming, and he had that coming.
Yeah, he did. Look at him.
Have a seat.
That's what I would have done before I bolted the door.
Listen, you cracker.
Oh, this Jello tastes good.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone fresh from the cracker to a straight up honky.
We're okay. We're okay. Everything's okay.
No, don't eat me. I'm still alive.
It's cooked.
Oh wow, man, this is great. It's like a barbecue.
Yeah,
no.
plenty for everybody.
That guy wasn't even a zombie. What was that?
You know, luau's were a lot different, you know, in 2022. Oh, look, fighting over the tripe. Absolutely.
Who wants this piece of rope?
Yeah.
Nothing like a good old fashioned barbecue, I say, a picnic.
Oh,
well, I gotta give you a hand for that.
Knee bones.
This guy looks like he's asking, what's my motivation?
Oh, I got a migraine.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet?
Calgon, take me away.
Do you have Excedrin?
There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave.
How? You have no car.
Leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
The hands that beckon doom.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
Yes, this is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home to the great Bruno Sammartino and the loser Pittsburgh Steelers.
We were...
Hey, the Pittsburgh Pirates are just away from their 2 World Series championships.
Dark.
All right.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away.
It's so far away.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army?
That's amazing. His wife doesn't seem very concerned that he got the beating of his life, you know?
You know what? She's probably thinking like, that son of a bitch had it coming.
Apparently, because she doesn't seem to give a shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that Shiner being on him before.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Perry, my husband got this shit kicked out of him. Look at him. She doesn't even acknowledge it.
Absolutely not. Why would he? You know he's been a piece of shit his entire life. So she's probably like, finally, some due diligence happened.
Pretty much.
Apparently, because, no.
Yeah, I know. But where
If divorce was legal back then, I would have fucking divorced this piece of shit.
Can you imagine Dr. Phil asking her, why didn't you stand up for your husband? He had it coming.
Look, they're good zombies. They just got rid of a snake from the yard.
That might not be a snake, Manny.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love this piece of meat. Oh, it's so good.
James, what'd you get?
Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We do chicken dead.
Radiation detection stations. At this hour,
Down on their broadcast, and with my nerdy glasses.
continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, Government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All
In other news, the #1 album in the country is the Jimi Hendrix Experience with Electric Ladyland.
As it should be.
Oh, very good.
are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and
We're out here in the
military
field and the zombies are
organized to
coming.
Search out and
And of
He's
course,
coming
here,
right for us.
here comes the rednecks.
Yeah, of course.
ghouls can be killed by a shot in the head. Or
But
a
you know, in the
heavy blow.
end, in the zombie apocalypse, you'd want to be surrounded
Yo, look
by
at that
some
dude.
good
He
old...
definitely saw time in Nam.
Has been
Yeah,
activated by the
You definitely
radiation.
want some rednecks with you.
Wait. Why is Hank Williams Sr. in this film?
Wow, we're gonna take care of those there here zombies. They're not allowed to trespass.
Over and under the uses of the derogatory word that starts with an N in this
How's everything going?
group.
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well,
Of course we do. Look at the guns we have.
Yeah.
We're
Wow, we're gonna
overcompensating for
shoot ourselves some zombies.
we're overcompensating for our small appendages.
Making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down.
Oh man, beat them off. I thought homosexuality was illegal in 1966.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun
Ground.
to your head, that's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long
And
do
if
you
all else fails, play them a Barry Manilow song. That'll kill them.
Well, that's pretty hard.
Why?
How many of them there are? We know when we find
Once you
them.
guy gets Barry Manilow.
Are they slow moving?
How much time you got?
Yeah, they're dead. They're
He left his heart in San Francisco.
Well, in time, would you say?
Tony Bennett.
That was Tony Bennett.
It's just
a joke.
They're rednecks. I love it.
We don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan.
How in the hell would the National Guard give him any jurisdiction?
You don't know about the National Guard. When it comes to national emergencies, we become the focal point.
How long it
Ah.
may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain.
Oh, it's Twu. It's Twu.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know.
Where's Barbara? I have to give her my Schnitzengruben.
Now, baby, 13's my limit.
Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
Well, 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look
Ah.
at that video, quick.
Just like so many public figures today, projection.
I heard there's a guy in there.
But they're learning.
You're missing the leg for your table. Let me in.
Again, how did the zombies have the wherewithal to pick up something to go in somewhere? I don't think they thought out the zombies too well in this film.
Hey, they're trying.
We see you. Let's try and trade this. They're trying to grab my cock. Hurry up.
Phil Collins in a role that might surprise you.
Oh,
Did he see it coming in the air tonight? Of course, he's gonna go for the gun and shoot the black man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now. Move!
But did he just hit the butt of the gun? I'm gonna shoot you. Please shoot him.
Kablam.
might have wanted to shoot him in the head so he wouldn't come back.
This is a long death.
Now he's in the cellar where he belongs, where he's dying.
That's right. Again, the William Shatner School of Acting. Oh, I've been shot. At least my daughter loves me.
I believe the daughter's been dead.
I've come for you. Oh.
Finally, I'm touched by a wind.
Hey, it's a zombie from the first reel. He's still alive.
Yeah. Well, he's eating a hearty meal, guys. No, nothing.
Now Barbara's out of her comatose behavior.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got that in my tummy.
I've been hungry this whole time.
I said I was hungry, so I'm eating daddy.
Oh, baby.
I just want a hug.
I just want to hug.
Oops, I fell. Spare me.
Children of the Corn.
Wait a minute. I thought these things couldn't think.
The only tool I need is the ace of spades.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, I thought these things couldn't think.
Oh, we need more ketchup. Throw more ketchup on the wall.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, no. Oh, look,
I'm gonna
there
get
he
you,
is.
Barbara.
Here's Johnny.
Du hast mich.
No, no.
I got the keys to the car. Come on, let's go.
I got the keys to Gramercy Park.
Oh my God, what a Deadsy reference.
Crazy bitch.
Well, if he can't kill the adults, he'll just kill the kid.
Get the fuck out of here. I never liked kids anyway. Out.
Well, you know, that cellar idea might
so
not have been a bad one to begin with.
So far, the fastest moving zombie in the film is the little girl.
Also the smartest.
I've come to help you knock the cellar door down.
Yeah, I guess there was an idea.
Well, you know, though, you got to admit these zombies are spiffy dressers. They're all in their best Sunday wear.
One of them's literally naked, Lou. I think one's in a Nana's nightgown.
And one was wearing a toga. The other one was in his boxers. I know, but the other ones are wearing nice suits.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it'd be okay if this was like, the Today Show and it was sponsored by Smuckers, you know? Oh, I get to do this. I'm gonna really enjoy this shit.
Yeah, this film definitely wouldn't have worked if it was colorized. I don't know why they attempted to colorize it.
Ta-da! I'm alive.
Oh.
I'm dead.
All out of bullets.
Light it on fire. Smoke might kill us, but
Quit horsing around.
What do you got there now? Pea shooter?
so to survive a zombie apocalypse, make it hard enough that they just freaking get tired after 5 minutes.
All right, everybody out. My parents are coming home soon.
Here in the old countryside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Manny is now a robot.
Yeah, his connection is terrible.
Da, da,
Look,
da, da,
quiet as
da,
helicopter.
Da, da.
And suicide is painless.
Exactly. Here we are at Live Aid.
Oh, no, it's all peaceful now.
Manny, you were better off with your computer, bro. Why'd you switch to your phone? Something happened. And now here comes Hawkeye.
As long as it's not Krieger, right?
Oh, we like Klinger.
It's the Beatles.
Good boy, good boy.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. You wanna go check it out?
This is Western Pennsylvania, guys. Come on.
Yeah, we can't understand them either.
It ain't that bad. Their accents aren't terrible. What the fuck?
I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Go and check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve. Tell him we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
How's my hair look?
What's Charlie Chaplin doing there?
Barbara, what?
I'm alive, but at what cost? There's a bunch of angry white guys with guns coming for me.
And dogs. Don't forget dogs.
Oh, and the dogs.
Bill Murray, no.
I thought that was Adamant. Just two good old boys. Never mean
Never
no harm.
Down there by the barn.
Holiday Road.
I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, sure looks like it.
Good old barbecue.
That dude's pants is way up above his belly.
1950s technology, fashion.
1960s. This is 68.
They look like they're in the 50s.
Leave it to a redneck to get it on the first shot.
wanted some sugar.
They killed Jimbo.
You knew it was a true redneck when he had the freaking dip circle pouch in his back pocket. You know that's a true.
Oh, my face.
In the face.
Jesus, Edwin, get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get
John
out
Boy,
that grill and
McLeod.
build me a bonfire?
I killed them all. I'm good. I'm gonna go play the piano. Oh, there's a bunch of angry rednecks out there. Wait a minute.
Are you sure this is a good idea? I'm saved. Wait a minute.
Hey guys, I'm alive.
It's all. I'm fine. I'm great.
Right between the eyes.
Hey guys, I'm alive.
Got him.
Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
And thus, the end of Night of the Living Dead. Robert De Niro.
Rest easy.
Sorry, Ben. At least you made it to the end of the film.
Keep those dogs back off of those things.
Very exciting.
You've now
movie.
successfully wasted another 2 hours of everybody's
Where were these
time.
people in the movie? Chili Billy.
Not the Penguin.
Mark Ricci was in this?
No relation to Christina. John Simpson, no relation to Homer. Herbert Summer, no relation
Richard
to
Ritchie.
Suzanne.
Holy shit. These people fucking naming their kids. You know, they didn't know about alliteration.
Al Croft, no relation to Lara.
Andy
Steve
Burr.
Hutzko, he has no
Not
relation.
the same as Bill Burr.
Philip Smith, formerly known as Philip Smith.
I'm not dead.
Oh, you'll
I'm
be
getting better.
You'll be stoned dead in a minute. I feel happy.
Special thanks to the Pittsburgh Police Department.
Thank you, Pittsburgh. Thank you. You were wonderful.
And you know what? We pray. We hope Manny's internet is better next week when we all watch this again. But unfortunately, his internet took another massive dump, but it isn't because a hurricane went through his area that his internet might be a little spotty.
Oh, who wants to watch Elephant Boy next?
All right. Let's
I am not an animal.
Not Elephant Man.
And just like the movie. Oh, jeez. And just like Manny's connection, the movie is over.
Yeah, maybe this was a good idea in theory.
No, sir. You know what? We've had a lot worse ideas, i.e., going through the entire Judas Priest and Iron Maiden discography one by one.
We're wrapping up tomorrow.
Which we wrap up tomorrow.
And as to remind everybody,
I still have not listened to Senjutsu, and it's very difficult for me to try to finish that.
no problem.
You're not going to be here tomorrow anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to be here anyway. I will not be thinking of you guys when I am not here.
So I'll be reading your reviews over the interwebs tomorrow, and just reminding everyone, tomorrow is going to be our last episode until the year-end special. Maybe we'll come back and do a thing or two here or there. We'll see.
I have a small request. Maybe prior to Christmas, we watched the greatest Christmas movie ever made.
Emmett Otter's Christmas Jug Band.
You're damn right. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
I don't think I could sit through that again.
Well, you're gonna have to
sit through that again. That is a fucking classic. You end cultured shit.
But that's not in the public domain, though, James.
We don't have to. We don't watch it live. We review it, sir.
Well, we already reviewed it on Music Is Life podcast.
Yeah.
However, we have not had Wayne and everybody else's views on the greatest Christmas movie ever made.
Well, I wanted to convince Wayne to cover River Bottom Nightmare Band by Severed Angel, but he's not interested.
How dare he not?
Devil Dozer said this was fun. Thanks for doing this. I had first seen this in the early 80s when I was little, and so many times since then, but this was by far the most entertaining. Thank you.
The check's in the mail, Devil Dozer. Thank you.
I wish I could have been a little bit more entertaining, but I was trying to. It's kind of hard to do this when you don't have things set to say, and I don't want everybody talking over each other. So
You know what though? You were
But,
pretty good, Wayne. You had some good one-liners.
a few good ones. That's but
Well,
that's what I'm here for.
like what great Primus band title is. They all can't be zingers.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
All right. So anything else going on? What do you got going on, Lou?
Nothing. Just ready to wrap up. Ratsal review tomorrow with Senjutsu versus Firepower. And as I mentioned, I have about 4 episodes of Music is Live podcast I got to edit, and that's really it. I mean, nothing else going on. James, what's up with your podcast?
Well, unfortunately, I will not be there on Saturday. However, No Huddle will still be there. Fast and Furious at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday morning on the Eastern time zone. Caleb will be handling it with hopefully a special guest with us. And as I will not be there to watch it because I will not have anything but my cell phone, and I plan on not using that damn thing for 10 whole days.
Good luck. I can
Enjoy
never
your holiday.
resist.
By the way, great news. We're up to 850 subs on YouTube. Thank you, everybody.
Very cool.
We are only 150 away from the Greats CD giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And the release of the King Diamond interview.
Oh yeah, that is
with,
the whole
which
reason. Matt Thompson,
Matt Thompson,
the drummer from King Diamond, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole reason why all these subs are going up, because I'm not releasing that interview unless you people subscribe and get us to 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that 1,000 subscribers,
We can let them out of the basement or out of the cellar, like in this movie.
Yep. And it's a very special interview because not only did I have questions for myself, and it was only me and Lisa Mann interviewing Matt Thompson, by the way, but we also had fan questions. So there's a lot of questions that people asked me about 2 years ago that they haven't even seen the answers for yet. So if you want to see those answers, hit that subscribe button. And Devil Dozer says, Lou, thanks for all the behind the scenes knowledge. You definitely know your stuff. And yes, he definitely does know his stuff.
At least one of us now.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Devil Dozer.
Yep. And like we were discussing in the early part of the show, we do have a new song coming out on Friday for Halloween. It's called Bump in the Night. So check that out.
One of my favorite cartoons from 1994.
I never even heard of that.
Nor me.
You are a normie there.
I just stole it from the line, the things that go bump in the night. I mean, not the most original title.
That was actually the first time I ever listened to an Alice Cooper song was from that cartoon.
Oh, okay, cool.
They did Schools Out.
Oh, all right. I just wanted to do something fun.
Yeah, so no, it was definitely it's a fun song. So check that out. And we're still working on getting the album out at some point, but we're still gonna have more singles to come. And just check Severed Angel, and you can subscribe to the Severed Angel YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and,
if you want the link to all of our sites, go to Linktree Severed Angel.
Yep. And like Lou mentioned before, tomorrow's going to be our last live episode for a while, and there's going to be 2 more other interviews I'm going to be doing, but after that we're going to be done for a little while. Just need a break, but we'll see you guys some point. All right, until then, until tomorrow, Senjutsu versus Firepower. Join us and we'll have a lot of fun. Bye bye, everybody. That's how
Demonic.
Bye. Okay. I was trying to hold it as long as I could.
I
think we're still live.
Says live, you numbskull.
Yeah, no, I want to see how long you can hold that for. Doing pretty good. Look at him. Didn't even blink yet. Wow. Nope, still not blinking. He's a little shaky though. Still no blinking though. That's weird.